Plan and prepare the evidence gathering process. The assessor shall receive assessment package composed of the following: 1 copy of assessor's guide, specific instruction to the candidate, competency assessment results summary, written report, written test, answer sheets, rating sheets according to the methods of assessment to be used corresponding to the number of candidates. Prepare the candidate. The assessor shall introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. I am Angel Eunice Yadkor. I am your competency assessor for visual graphic design and C3.
Acknowledge the presence of the tester representative, assessment center manager, and processing officer.
And I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Josephine Serrahena, our processing officer, ma'am, and our AC manager, Ms. Raquel Albutara. And lastly, Ms. Jeremy Saliori, our representative from Tester Provincial Office. Good morning, ma'am. You don't have to worry about their presence. They are here to oversee the conduct of competency assessment and to check if the conduct of assessment is in accordance with the prescribed competency assessment methodology and procedures. They will not assess you.
Check attendance and identity of candidates and collect admission slips.
Before we start, please submit your submission slip.
Instruct the candidates to sign on the attendance sheet.
As I call your name, please acknowledge by raising your hand and sign the attendance sheet. Mr. Editor Navarro. Thank you. Ms. Marlene Cunanan.
Present to the candidates an accomplished application form with self-assessment guide and explain its significance.
I have here with me your accomplished application form and self-assessment guide. This is an indication that you know and can perform all the unit competency enumerated for visual graphic design and C3.
Conduct orientation to the candidates. The assessor must explain the context and purpose of the assessment.
I would like to welcome you all to our Center for Visual Graphic Design and C3. The purpose of our assessment for visual graphic design is to determine the level of your competency.
Qualifications or units of competency to be assessed.
I am going to administer competency assessment for visual graphic design and C3. The qualification for visual graphic design and C3 is composed of basic, common, and core. And for our core competencies, it is develop designs for logo, develop designs for print media, develop designs for user interface, develop designs for product packaging, design booth and product window or display.
Tasks to be performed and the evidence to be collected.
Different tasks to be performed for our visual graphic design is to develop designs for logo and develop designs for print media.
Assessment procedures to be undertaken.
We will collect evidences through demonstration, oral questioning, and written tests. To determine your knowledge and skills for visual graphic design and C3, the assessment method we will use will be written test, demonstration, and oral questioning. These assessment methods can help you to measure your underpinning knowledge and skills.
Needs of the candidates to be considered during the assessment.
For your personal needs, the lavatory is located at the end of the hallway. You can also take your meal at your canteen. It is located at the lobby. However, during the assessment, you are not allowed to leave the premises of the assessment center.
Allowable or reasonable adjustments when applicable.
If you have difficulty understanding the given instructions, please don't hesitate to inform me because we are willing to translate it for you. Also, during the written examination, if you have dilemma writing down your answers, don't be shy because we can accept your answers verbally.
Do's and don'ts during the assessment.
If you have concerns, questions, or there is a need to clarify matter concerning the assessment, you may raise your hand because I am more than willing to assist you, but once the assessment has started, please refrain from asking questions. It is no longer allowed. In the same token, during the assessment, if you have physical or any form of difficulties, Do not hesitate to call my attention so that we can address it immediately.
Rights and appeal system.
In case you have any questions regarding the assessment result, you have the right to appeal. You can submit your appeal to the TESDAR Provincial Office, where assessment center and assessor are accredited.
Issuance of national certificate or certificate of competency.
For the issuance of the national certificate, the AC manager shall inform you where you can claim your national certificate within 5 working days after the assessment.
Reassessment procedures.
After the assessment and you are found to be not competent, don't worry about it, because you can be reassessed anytime at your own convenience in case the reassessment is full qualification. You have to undergo the whole assessment process. If you are found to be competent exam unit of competencies, the reassessment shall focus in the unit of competencies where you were found to be not yet competent. Also, if you failed 2 consecutive assessments, you will be advised to undergo a refresher course before applying for a reassessment.
Occupational safety and health requirements.
During the actual assessment, please observe safety as you perform the different tasks. Make sure to check on your electrical equipment before plugging it. Avoid pulling the cord as you unplug the equipment. Observe body mechanics when lifting heavy equipment to avoid back injuries. In case of accidents, please call my attention immediately so that we can provide you with first aid and should be need arise. Our first cabinet is located on the right side of the laundry workshop.
And confidentiality of assessment outcomes.
With regards to the result of your assessment, we observe strict confidentiality. This is to ensure your integrity. The result is only made available to authorized personnel and to institution where you had your actual training. In relation to this, the assessment package is kept in a secured place to guarantee the integrity of the assessment package. I ask all candidates to refrain from giving away any form of information that took place during the assessment process.
Provide each candidate a copy of the specific instruction to the candidate.
If you do not have any questions or clarifications, then I'm going to distribute the specific instructions. Please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask questions right away. I may be able to translate it from English to your local dialect if you need assistance. Then I will be more willing to assist you. I will give you your assigned number.
Instruct candidate number 1 to proceed to the assessment area while the other candidates stand by in the waiting area.
So everybody must be ready now. Candidate number 1, you may please proceed to the assessment area, and for the rest of the candidates, please remain. I will call you by your number. Thank you, and this way please.